stake on the line here.
Yeah.
It's about buckets of ice cream. It's about life-changing actions. There we go. First game is going to start in the show match between Etty and uaLaskij on Toxicity. Here we go. Starting
And
off with
Etty.
Laskij gets a spawn. Etty Mega Side picks up the Mega, takes the rocket launcher, and gets the yellow armor. Good start for him. He's trying to get a sound cue onto Etty. Here's him at the rail side. Knows that Etty doesn't have full weapon stack. Picked up an LG, has the rail now. Doesn't have a rocket yet, so he's trying to prevent Etty getting a rocket launcher.
Yeah.
There's a fight going on here at this red. Laskij picks it up, but wasn't a clean exchange for him. Took a lot of damage. Etty knows this and goes in for the kill. Hits a great rocket, and there you go. That's the first frag ready. Great, great indeed.
Let's follow Etty and see what he does in control.
Etty knowing that red armor is up, trying to defend it, preventing getting a lot of damage, but that exchange wasn't efficient at all, giving the frag way too easy to Laskij. Now on the back foot, having no control on this map is disastrous. Trying to play defensive, goes for the yellow armor, spots Laskij but low HP and picks him off with LG. Great frag. And gets another one on Laskij. Here's the spawn. Gets the red armor.
I need to fix this in a few minutes.
Okay, no problem. There's a fight at this Mega as it's going to spawn up in 2 seconds. It's LG versus Rail. Etty gets the Rail, but he's very low. It's very cautious to be here at this red, and he gets punished for doing so. It's a bad position to be in. I wonder why he went there after that very bad exchange on his side.
I think he just wanted to steal it, because he thought there was no health on the map.
Yeah, but still, if you're like that low, knowing your opponent is like 2000 below and not like kind of scrub, no, he will chase you there. There you go. There's a fight at this red, and he loses this frag. Hitting barely no damage at all. He had like 40 damage total, giving also away this Mega. Switching here to Laskij, he has like 140, 50 right now. Spotting Etty after a spawn. Trying to pick him up. Gets a great rail. Is he going for the follow-up, or is he going to play passive and go for the red? He does indeed.
Oh, nice damage by
Lands in the Toxic, and that's a free frag for Etty, who we will switch to right now. He's fairly low, but he has a weapon advantage against Laskij at the moment. If he picks up this 50, he would be able to fight and keep Laskij away from getting too much control after his spawn. But again, another sloppy fight from Etty. Looks like he might not be warmed up, as he was saying right before the match. Should have given them a little bit more time to warm up.
They'll warm up as they go.
Yeah.
There is no other option now.
Just hope it won't be a blowout, like we were joking about. Would be a waste. Oh, but Laskij hits a great direct rocket and finishes it off with another one. That's what we like to see on a close and fast-paced map like Toxicity. Switching now to Laskij. He's at 50-50 now, and red is up right now. He is trying to defend it, but he was a little bit too late. There's a mutual frag going on right here. I think Laskij gets the better spawn right there. It's a great, nice direct onto Etty, but he didn't have the weapon advantage. Managed to capitalize on his low HP right after he spawned though, which is great for him. Red is now up for Laskij to take. It's a good stack. Mega's up right now. will Etty compete for it? He won't. So that leaves uaLaskij with a big stack and a lot of confidence going on a map like Toxicity. But if you decide to play sloppy like that and not dodge at all, and just let your opponent do a lot of damage, that short amount of control you have will just diminish in like a matter of 3 seconds, as you see right now. Rockets raining down from above. uaLaskij gets out cleanly and spots Etty here at the Mega. The exchange looked pretty good for uaLaskij, knowing that he can pick this Mega up uncontested. But he seems to be doing himself more damage than his opponent, and that leaves him here crippled and on the back foot and railable. And there you go. That's an easy frag for Etty. This is not the quality of... this is not LAN quality what I'm seeing here. At least I hope it's not, because these guys are deciding to play like this on LAN. I don't think a top 50 place will be guaranteed at all.
Top 50 place.
Yeah, top 50, yeah, that's guaranteed. Top 50
or
of the 50 players.
Impressive.
Reaching the 6-minute mark, we have uaLaskij in lead with 2 frags. He is slightly crippled, just gave away Omega to Etty. Etty is confident, having all of the weapons right now, having 150 health, having the rail, going to get this red fairly cleanly, suspecting uaLaskij not rushing in with his limited health and armor stack. Actually, uaLaskij decides to put on some aggression right there, which was a good option for him. But unfortunately he gets pushed up into the toxic waste. We all know that toxic is danger, and there you go. He know this and he decided to clean himself up. That's how it goes on this map. Gonna switch to uaLaskij right now. See, he has a basic stack, just picking up this red armor. He has a slightly comfortable lead for now, unless he starts to eat all of those facial rockets. But
they decided to make a swim.
Yeah, knowing that there won't be any showers at remake, he just takes a bath here in the toxic waste, hoping he will stay clean till then. Probably won't, since uaLaskij is really handling his own.
Behind.
Yes. There's a lot of uncontested items for uaLaskij. Etty's trying to get an in on the major items, but every time he gets near, he's always like 2 or 3 seconds too late, or just getting way too much damage and not trading any efficient damage himself. So, reaching the 8-minute mark, I don't think Etty will win this game unless he starts changing his game style drastically, seeing this and all. Playing way too reckless and forward orientated. But this little action pays off. If he manages to get this Mega now, could get an in on this game. And he hits these great rockets, not taking any damage himself. That's the kind of stuff you want to see on this map. Free red is going to Etty after his frag. That's a great conversion indeed. Leaving the red armor up, delaying it a bit for uaLaskij. I don't think that he heard the timer, so that's going to throw him off a little bit. Little bit more than 1 minute to go till this match is finished, and Etty is in proper control right here. If you manage to get some good angles with his rail on uaLaskij, or hit some great facial rockets like here, I think he got this set. What can uaLaskij do right now? It's 180 stack for Etty, and uaLaskij very crippled, having no weapon advantage, having no armor. He picks up this yellow armor though. Can he maintain his composure and keep this 1 frag lead till the clock takes 10 minutes? Playing very backpedaling, trying to avoid easy rails, trying to avoid obvious angles. Gets a rail though. Is in the wrong spot. What is he doing at red armor here?
Oh, it's so low.
He's low and left his back right to
Oh
Etty.
no, Etty!
15 seconds to go. Can uaLaskij maintain his small margin over Etty? Can he survive this? Is the first map going to him? 3 more seconds to go. And there it is. That's the GG. First map goes to uaLaskij. Great game. I must say it was a bit sloppily played by both players. Can't see it's only ice cream on the line and not prize money. That's for sure. But good
Yeah.
game nonetheless. Was a great spec. Was a great watch.
I felt that in the end that he had it, but he was a bit too forward, a bit too blunt with his attacks, you know.
Yeah,
He walked
I
into
agree.
5 rockets before getting some damage.
Yeah, exactly. But most of the times, I think that both of the players were very badly positioned. They had like 20 or 30 HP with no armor and barely any weapons, and they still go to the red armor area next to those boxes, where it's basically just a visiting card to your opponent, like, please kill me and get a free frag, you know? And that's what happened like 5 or 6 times in that match. So I hope players get the notion and try to avoid this on LAN, of course, because if they don't, it will cost them greatly. Where's Sirius? Is he still here?
I think he's not going to be with us.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, but he's having internet problems.
Is he? Okay. I kind of feel alone. This is my first time casting. I hope I'm doing fine. I'm not bugging the viewers with my constant amount and queue of talking. Second map that's going to be played is Lost World. We all know this is a very tactical map. It's very backward orientated. The key points on this map are at the middle ground, here on the top of the bridge, where most of the fights will be fought with the LG, and a lot of rockets will be spammed. The middle of the map gives you a lot of options to capitalize on your opponent. Either you can go to the red armor or to the mega. You can spam all areas of the map from there. So that's a spot on the map you want to secure for yourself. And very important thing about this map is you want to avoid your opponent getting the rocket launcher as long as possible, because that's the key weapon on this map. So for the viewers that are not common with Quake Live, a lot of fights will be fought at the middle and the center of the map. We're waiting here on uaLaskij to ready up. Probably went for a quick drink or a little quick ice cream fix. So you can get going for the second map. Won the first map, but it was nowhere near confidently. Took him a lot of effort and a lot of errors were made. Hope we see less errors and more tactical play on this map.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Starting off with Etty, he gets the greater spawn, gets the rocket launcher, and people exchange the damage with the MG. Etty gets pushed down though to the yellow armor, but manages to get this mega health and probably is going to get a free red as well if Etty decides to stay in that corridor. Replenishes some of his rocket armor and tries to get a sound cue. Okay, now he knows that uaLaskij went to the right yellow armor of the side of the map. He's trying to defend it from being picked up. Fails in doing so. But he has control and timing over the two major items here. What he's wanting to do, secure these items and trying to keep uaLaskij away from those items as long as possible. Gave away a rocket launcher to him though, so he has to be careful here at this corridor.
Sirius says he gives up on trying to join us.
Sorry, what?
Sirius says he gives up on trying to join us while Etty gets knocked into the lava.
I see. Yeah. Etty got knocked into the lava, but he still has control over the map. He gives away 3 yellows to
No way. Look at uaLaskij stack.
Yeah, but he still has item control over the major items. If he, you should get away from this red armor now. You should really try to get this yellow, try to slow down the game, because when he fell down in the toxic, that gave Laskij a big window to get back into the game and get some control over the major items.
He needs rockets.
Yeah, that's something a lot of players sometimes forget on this map, replenishing their rocket armor ammo, because it's constantly being spammed, and some players just get caught off with 0 ammo when a fight happens on center map. Or at other sides, other parts of the map, of course. Nice exchange there for uaLaskij. Not getting a lot of damage, probably only 50 or 60 damage, but gives away center map to Etty. He manages to replenish his ammo. Gets onto this red though, but it's nowhere beneficial for him as he gets totally diminished by uaLaskij there. Switching to uaLaskij right now as he has full control and position on the map. Let's see what he does. Gets this yellow. Spots Etty at the red armor. Gets slight LG damage on him, which pushes him back down, not allowing him to get on the red platform. So that item is secured for him. Picks it up right now. Yellow armor is going to be up at the same time. Which one is he going to defend? Decides to leave them both up and go straight away to the Mega. Fortunately for him, you can get this yellow armor and get back to center map again where he can spot his opponent. Picks up red armor. This is a risk, but he takes it. He needs to drop down now. Probably uaLaskij is going to make an attempt on this Mega. Needs to defend it. It's a bit late here, and fortunately for uaLaskij, he just takes the Mega without any defense from Etty, leaving him with a way better stack than before. Switching to Etty, he has 150 health right now. Needs some armor to get to close this gap between the frags. uaLaskij being very greedy here and not allowing a single yellow armor to Etty. Forces Etty to play defensive and on the back foot for yet another minute or a half, where he must try to get back on a major item like the Mega or the red armor without taking a lot of significant damage from uaLaskij. Trying to get a sound cue on uaLaskij. Here's uaLaskij pushing in with LG. Great play by uaLaskij, getting a free and easy frag without taking any damage from Etty. Now reaching the 5-minute mark. This is seriously bad news for Etty, and he must play magnificently to have a chance in getting back into this. Trying to hit some lucky rockets, get in on the red armor, or having perfect control over the yellows to get back into the game, but so far it does look like he gets a lot of room to breathe from uaLaskij, getting 2 yellow armors and a red armor here as this fight happens, and he just gets a kill on uaLaskij. It's a bit sloppy play by uaLaskij in my opinion. There you go. That's the unpredictability of the plasma gun. Off the spawn, rush with the plasma gun, try to hit as many bots as possible. And give IceCream is being shouted by Etty on the chat, knowing that he will probably get a step closer to his reward if he wins this map. But for winning this map, he needs to get greater control as we switch to him right now. Takes a direct rocket to his face. Each of those rockets, you see the bucket of ice cream going a little bit further away from him.
nice
It's a
rocket.
great rocket, magnificent. I wonder how uaLaskij's feeling after a shot like that. Etty certainly needs more of those rockets since uaLaskij has middle map control and control over the major items. Going for this red, he picks this up cleanly with 3 minutes to go. Mega spawning right after. It could seal the deal for uaLaskij in my opinion. If he gets this mega clean, but he doesn't. He was a bit too late. So that leaves some options open for Etty.
Etty has a big stack. Oh, he did. For uaLaskij shredded it.
Gets a nice red armor pickup though. Is he going to get away here without taking a lot of damage? Relatively. And probably gets this mega too without taking any damage. Oh, look at this. This is great play by uaLaskij and questionable play by Etty. Doesn't really look like he's having his mind focused on controlling this map, which is a very vital aspect on dm13. uaLaskij can just decide to play very passive and defensive from here, not initiating any fights or shooting himself in the foot right here to maintain his lead and protect the victory over Etty here. That's dangerous. uaLaskij now, having no controller whatsoever, but having a 4 frag lead, decides to play a very backward orientated style, but in doing this he's exposing himself way too much on the map, unnecessarily, and just basically creating big risks by just showing himself in the open all the time. Can Etty get 3 frags in 1 minute? Switching on to him, he has 100 HP and 140 armor. He's going to pick up this yellow armor, picks up LG ammo, replenished it, and has to attack right now. Something needs to happen right now. He needs to get a good exchange here, get away clean, but it doesn't look like it. uaLaskij gets the better of him and pushes him back to the yellow armor side of the map. And that's going to seal the deal. Second map is also going to uaLaskij. And Etty needs to start changing his game, or he has to start investing a lot of pocket money to buy some ice cream in Sweden. That's very expensive. That's a very expensive consequence if he keeps playing like this. What do you think, Potatka?
It is. It's depending on the brand of ice cream uaLaskij will want. And depending on the size of the bucket, it might cost him a lot.
It will cost him more than money.
Yep.
What do you think Etty needs to do in his game to get an
Well,
in
if you look at
series?
Etty's stats, they're a bit shaky, but Etty has. What I noticed, Etty has like really good timing, in my opinion, and a general idea on the map's items. And he pays a lot of attention to that, but today it doesn't look like he's doing that. It looks like he's flustered and not focused, and just
Yeah,
being
it
himself.
just looks like he's not playing his usual game. And even though uaLaskij is like exposing himself all the time and being at the wrong places at the wrong moments, he still doesn't find the right playstyle to capitalize on that, which he normally does. For instance, last week he played close games against Cypher or other high top 5 players, and he played some confident games against those guys, and he showed some nice aim, timing, positioning, everything, but it's barely to be seen right here. It might be some frustration, might be some bad, I don't know. I actually have no idea. We should ask him after these series what went through his mind in those first two maps.
Yeah, and I think that Etty is in trouble here because you know uaLaskij's clan tag is CTN, and
Yeah,
he's
indeed.
semi-Russian, so
It's not looking pretty for Etty, that's for sure. He's two maps behind, and the last, possibly last map is going to be played on Blood Run, which favors our Ukrainian player Lasky for sure. I think that's why Etty's just sitting here on the map, taking a couple of seconds to think about his playstyle and trying to refocus his mind and get an in on this map at least to not finish the series with the 3-0 to Lasky.
no, uaLaskij is
Lasky probably did a quick disconnect to figure out what brand of ice cream he's going to pick after this map because he's so confident in his Blood Run. Actually seen him play against a lot of strong players here, and it's mostly very close games or even wins against those people like Evil and Cooler, people like that. So if I was Etty, I would just totally switch up my game style and trying to play counterplay against Lasky at least, instead of playing his usual game.
but they're practice partners, so they kinda know each other. You know.
It certainly doesn't look like that.
No, but I was told that they do.
Okay.
But Etty told me that like Lasky tends to lose himself, like just his aim just drops off when he expects you to be like somewhere else where you actually are. You know?
Prepare to fight.
Here we go into the third and possibly final map of this series. If Lasky takes this one, starting off on the spawn on Lasky, gets no weapon and gets questionable spawn, leaving him on the back foot right away. Spotting here Etty at the LG, taking some damage without exchanging anything. Has to play very cautiously right now, not going to obvious places to get caught out. Good news for Etty, when he's here in control, switching to his path, spots Lasky. Red arm is going to be up in 2 seconds. Is Lasky going to contest? No, he's not. Actually takes a rail in the face, leaving him playing more defensively, probably passively for the next couple of minutes.
You have taken the lead.
Mega being taken for Etty. Also takes this yellow armor. Spots Lasky at the corridor. And cuts him off. Etty Mega not getting a lot of damage in though, and combined with this failed rocket jump, and this rocket jump, it leaves him very crippled, and if Lasky knew this, he could capitalize on it, but fortunately for Etty, he didn't know, so unfortunately for Etty, but still safe due to the massive control of items he has on this map.
And I think that Lasky is going to think that the red's up like now. So it was like an intentional delay by Etty.
Yeah, but it looked a bit sloppy in my opinion. He could have done it differently. Takes this red armor for free though, having a massive stack advantage. He can just basically push, but not like that. And here, another positional error by Etty, just leaving him being demolished by Lasky without any reason. Stuff like this makes me really question Etty's form at the moment, because at this level he shouldn't be making those positional mistakes, being in control and everything. Mega is going to be up in 6 seconds. Lasky is going to contest for this item. takes a rail though and decides to back off, leaving a nice 170-50 stack for Etty, who hits 2 impressive rails on him, giving him a lead on the ZTN on the 3rd map in the series.
Etty has a full cycle of the items now.
Yeah, he has a massive stack indeed. 150, 150. The players meet here in the middle at the Mega. But unfortunately for uaLaskij, he gets caught up by Etty's LG and gives away a different frag. But this exchange right here could be a key for uaLaskij, because basically he will getting upper yellow armor right now. He can replenish his health with his 50 and have equal stack with Etty right now. So if he gets in on this red armor, it could become an equalizer for uaLaskij. But he decides to back away. Let me see where uaLaskij is. uaLaskij is on a 1-on-1 on the stack, just picked up the yellow armor, is waiting for Mega to spawn. Etty being very aggressive and pushing him away, leaving him no chance to pick up this item right here. uaLaskij is pushed back to a defensive play for now. Can he get some damage in right here? He gets a nice rocket onto Etty. The fight is being held at the grenade platform. Etty gets the best of it, but good damage was exchanged by both players. This next yellow armor is going to be picked up by Etty, and this gives him an in at this Mega. uaLaskij should just go away from here, not take too many damage. Leaves him very vulnerable for a follow-up like this, which gives Etty another frag onto him. Another poor positional decision right there from uaLaskij.
Yeah, but it seems that Etty is focusing a lot more on the items this game. You know, he's composing himself, he knows what to do. Because
yes,
the last
exactly.
game he was just missing items, you know, he was just like going there with a 50-50 chance if it spawns or not.
Yeah, absolutely. He has a good circulation on the items, and he's actually hitting his shots this time. If we look at his accuracy, he's hitting a 53% rail, which is quite massive for the likes of Etty. No offense, of course, but it's coming from a CA player like me, who hits a bit more like this usually, but very impressive nonetheless. Here at this corridor, Etty's trying to defend this red armor, trying to maintain his control onto uaLaskij, stays silent and pushes with LG. A fight is being held. uaLaskij is getting way upper hand right there on that fight, and is granted a red armor, is probably granted a yellow armor as well, and Etty has to play a little bit more passively for the upcoming minute and a half till he gets back control on the major items again and can decide to go for fights, maintaining his lead. Nice little bit of damage on the red armor there. Not too substantial, but still, he has the timing on it now. If he gets, if he spots uaLaskij going down there, which he doesn't, could get a mega timing as well. But he will get it anyways here, if he just gets a quick peek onto the Mega, but he still doesn't get it. He gets a sound cue though, so now he has Mega and red timing. Hits a nice rocket into uaLaskij, crippling him for another couple of seconds again. And this isn't looking very good for uaLaskij, to be honest. He needs to start hitting his shots and getting clean fights and frags onto Etty to make a switch into this game, but I'm not seeing this happening, to be honest. Seeing Etty has changed his playstyles drastically and in a positive way, of course. And as he's hitting his shots, he's securing his lead in this game. uaLaskij here with 14 HP, hasn't a lot of options, needs to get some health here, but it's not up. Also, this armor is not up yet, and Etty can decide to rush here. but he gets the yellow armor anyways. But the two major items are not available for Lasky if Etty decides to secure them. He's down there, hits a Grave Rail, negating a little bit of bonus armor Lasky gets from that pickup, and he gets a Mega. So switching to him, having a 120-120 stack, and with 2 minutes to go, if he decides to play defensively, trying to avoid open areas, trying to get a little bit damage in with the upcoming pickups on the major items like this right here, there's basically little to no chance for Lasky to get an in again on this game. It's basically over. Fortifying himself here on this defensive position above rocket launcher. Spots Lasky, hits Grave Rail, picks up some damage right here too, and probably gonna pick up this frag. Yes, he does, with a 5 frag lead here. GG's are being called by Lasky, and third game goes to Etty, which leaves the score 2-1 in favor of Lasky as we go into the next map.
Well, look at Laskij's rail, 87%.
Yeah, that's crazy, but he only shot 8 rails though. If you compare it to Etty's accuracy, it's not a big of a chance.